Please be seated. Please also silence all of your cell phones if you haven't already. On behalf of Colin and Olivia, I'd like to extend a warm and loving welcome to every one of you. You're also important to them, and they're grateful to have you here to share in this happy occasion. Olivia and Colin have planned an amazing evening in this place that they love. If you don't know, I'm Olivia's oldest brother, Lucas. The property we're on was a schoolhouse in the early 1900s. The pigeon coop right over there was originally an outhouse. The house and grounds were transformed by an exceptionally close family friend, Jensen Yao. His relationship with my family began with his friendship with my beloved Awello. My mother and her siblings lived here for a period in their childhoods. and later my grandmother and mother began their careers as his apprentice. The past couple years, we've spent our weekends enjoying the solitude that Jen created here, and Olivia and Colin wanted to share it with all of you. I'm honored to kick off this ceremony. Now let's get these two hitched. It's hard to convey what today means to all of us who are lucky enough to know and love Colin and Olivia so well. Trust me, I wrote several iterations of this ceremony, but my favorite part of prepping these remarks was getting together with Colin and Olivia, each separately, and hearing in their own words their thoughts about each other and the life that they're building. When we spoke, I learned about the moment they noticed one another. It's the same for both of them. Olivia snapped out of bed to go see what the heck was going on in the basement. When she got to the bottom of the steps, she realized they weren't being robbed. It was just a raucous wrestling match between Derek and Colin that woke her. I'm not saying their eyes met and they knew it was love, but they both seemed to remember all the details. I also learned about how they've made each other better, how they pushed one another to not only get through school, but to excel. How Colin came to embrace Olivia's affectionate nature. It's a work in progress. And how Olivia learned to meet Colin in the middle, to leave the party at midnight instead of 2 sometimes. Thanks, Colin. But my favorite part of our conversations was hearing them both describe how much fun they had together. If you don't know what they've been up to the past few years, they've gone to see their fair share of concerts. They know how to have a good time, like we're all going to have tonight. But that's not really the kind of fun I'm talking about. If you observe them closely, like I started to when they asked me to stand here, it's as though they're engaged in a never-ending inside joke. Colin will walk by Olivia, put his hand on her shoulder, say 5 words, and walk away while Olivia giggles about whatever he just said. As my wife Jackie puts it, they have their own language. When I combine that observation with Olivia's description of how Colin makes her laugh with funny dance moves when they're alone, and Colin's envious description of Olivia's ability to cut loose, I see 2 people with a deep appreciation for each other. 2 people who, beyond understanding each other's strengths and weaknesses, love one another for the attitude and perspective the other brings. There are some of you who only know Olivia, and others who only know Colin. In celebration of the bond these 2 are creating, it's important for all of us to know and appreciate the unique qualities that these friends bring into their future marriage. Olivia is known among her friends as fiercely loyal, abundantly loving, and a tremendous source of never-ending fun. The passion she brings to a soccer match, an MMA fight, or a game of taboo is only rivaled by the absolute fury she brings to a wrestling tournament. It might seem peculiar that the same girl who grew up dancing in pointe shoes would also insist on spending dozens of Saturdays watching bouts between high school wrestlers. This is especially confounding if you know how much she loves a lazy Saturday morning. But I think it captures the core of what makes Olivia so magnetic. She roots for people. She shares in their journey. She loves to be inspired by the passion and commitment of others, and will take an active role feeding their ambitions. To put it simply, she's someone who shows up. She might be late, but when she arrives, she brings so much style, poise, and loving energy that her tardiness is immediately forgiven. For all the passion, energy, and some might say swagger Olivia brings, she can also be described as carefree, or as Colin more elegantly described, she's like a wildflower, equal parts beautiful, resilient, gentle, and sensitive. When it comes to Colin, I consider myself exceptionally lucky that it was so easy to prepare these remarks. Like my brother and sister, I liked him immediately. His blend of serious and silly, plus his myriad of talents and interests, make him the kind of guy who easily becomes your friend. Willing to try his hand at anything, Colin plays a mean hacky sack, can skateboard, and I'm told is a pretty decent guitar player. It can seem as though everything comes easy to him, but he'd probably kill me if I left you with that impression. Because when you pull back the curtain, you find someone who holds themselves to a high standard, sometimes an impossible standard. And to even approach that standard, Colin is entirely willing to put forth the focused effort necessary to accomplish his goals. Sometimes his goal is simple, say to beat me in cornhole. Often he fails. But it doesn't help him from ruthlessly ribbing me into another game. He hates losing, but isn't afraid to, and propels him to constantly learn and improve. I've also been long impressed by Colin's selfless commitment to coaching wrestling. Even when it was a struggle to make the time as school became more demanding, his persistence showcases his deep appreciation for competition and physical challenges, but also demonstrates how holy he holds the bonds he forms with people, friends, mentors, and mentees alike. For a more complete representation of Colin, you need to juxtapose the interests and ideals I've highlighted with his fascination with esoteric thinkers like Alan Watts, his profound appreciation for music of all types, and if you haven't been lucky enough to witness it, consider the existence of what Olivia calls his secret goofiness. Today, Colin and Olivia represent one of the most natural and loving couples I know. They have melded into each other's friendships and each other's families. Over the years, their relationship has matured. Their edges have softened, and their mutual respect has deepened. These two balance each other out. Olivia builds up Colin by sincerely and truly believing in him. Colin helps Olivia to stay grounded and channel her energy. They play to each other's strengths. I'm sure I speak for everyone here when I say that we have so much hope for your future together. We hope you each find fulfillment, both professionally and personally, as a couple and as individuals. We hope that you always stay close with your friends and family, no matter where life takes you. We hope that you each continue to prioritize your spouse without ever having to give up on your own dreams and aspirations. We hope that one day you get the opportunity to raise a family. We hope that you continue to travel and experience the world together. We hope that you always show your love to each other in big ways and small. But above all those things, I hope you can remember the wisdom of Winnie the Pooh when Christopher Robin asked him what he likes doing best in the world. "Well," said Pooh, "what I like best." And then he had to stop and think, because although eating honey was a very good thing to do, there was a moment just before you began to eat it which was better than when you were. But he didn't know what that moment was called. I hope you can always focus on the unlimited space between the honey. I hope you always enjoy your surroundings, your friends, your family, your efforts, and simply appreciate being alive with one another. Have you come here freely, without reservation, to give yourself to each other in marriage?
We have.
Colin and Olivia, you are surrounded by people who love you and who are so happy to see you make this commitment to one another. Take a moment to look at your friends and family and know that all of these smiling faces will always be in your corner as you walk through life together. Friends and family, will you who are present here today surround Colin and Olivia in love? Offer them your friendship and support them in their marriage. If so, please respond, "We will."
We will.
Do you, Colin, in the presence of your family and friends, promise Olivia to be her partner in life and share her path, to support and respect her in her successes as well as in her failures, to care for her in sickness and in health, to nurture her and to grow with her throughout the seasons of your life together? If so, please respond, "I do."
I do.
Do you, Olivia, in the presence of your family and friends, promise Colin to be his partner in life and share his path, to support and respect him in his successes as well as in his failures, to care for him in sickness and in health, to nurture him and to grow with him throughout the seasons of your life together?
I do.
Scott.
No, they go to her. Thanks. We talked about this.
Colin, repeat after me. Olivia, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love.
Olivia, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love,
My belief in our strength together,
my belief in our strength together,
and my promise to learn and grow with you.
and my promise to learn and grow with you.
Olivia, repeat after me. Colin, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love.
Colin, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love.
My belief in our strength together.
My belief in our strength together.
And my promise to learn and grow with you.
And my promise to learn and grow with you.
By the power vested in me by the great state of New Jersey, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may now seal your vows with the It is my great privilege to present Colin and Olivia, husband and wife.
Yeah, Lucas! Woo!
I want to sign their...
Yo, Bobby.
Okay, I'm going to go with the ladies. You stay here.